What's up, guys? It's me, your boy Rodico. Damn, I'm dying, aren't I? One, two, three, four. What's up, guys? It's me, your boy Rodico Taylor from the Tired to Know About podcast, and I am here with a special message. Subscribe. We are almost at 100 subscribers, and we want to get Wood on. That makes it 900, and you know what we can do with 900 subscribers? We can meet famous people. What's up, guys? It's me, your boy Ronico Taylor, and how are you guys doing today in the afterlife? This hasn't been so well, but maybe I can share your day up with a little, with some spotlight. I don't know what the show would be to you, but maybe some spotlight. Subscribe. That's all I'm gonna say. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoy the show. Today's guest is with a friend of mine. Oh fuck! Sorry about that, guys. A friend of mine, Henry Rosener. If you guys haven't known, I've had Gus Rosener, I've had Valerie Rosener. I'm trying to think of anybody else, but of any other Rosener. But yeah, I'm having on Henry Rosener. I don't. He's a family friend. I don't know. Maybe I consider him like a cousin. But we're chill. We're family friends, anyways. And he agreed to come on. He's a musician. He's in college. I'm taking a gap year, but I'm also in college. So I figured, let's shoot the shit. I hope you guys enjoy this, and if you want to be a guest, my email's in the bio. I'm always looking for guests, musicians. I don't know. I've been on a roll of musicians. You guys are chill as fuck, but that's not the point. I hope you guys enjoy this, anyways. And we post every Wednesday. My email is ronic1012. No, that's actually my @ Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. Ronic1012_. Check them all out. They're always down in the description. And welcome to the Tired to Know About podcast. Hit it. During the the lunch date, I told you Andy took me on. He kind of told me like you were starting to get into like music, and like you were starting to learn your own song, but like I get into that a little bit. But like, when did you get really into music? Because like I think he said something about you started when you were a kid, but like I really haven't seen you start more like professionally until more recently, maybe a year or two ago. If anything.
So I would say the first time I really got started, I guess the very beginning. So my grandpa in New Zealand, so I call him my POA, but he's basically my grandpa, my mom's side. He is in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in New Zealand. He plays bass and a bunch of other things. So he's kind of showed me from a young age, I'd say. And then from there, Andy gifted me his first gig guitar probably to say like 7 years ago, maybe a little before then. I didn't really touch it for the first 3 or 4 years. I was just kind of like, whatever. I might have learned one song. I think the first song I learned was a Tom Petty song, Free Fallin', I think it was. And then from there was this opportunity. So as you know, you've had Gus on the show. He got really into it. And I kind of, I've always looked up to Gus as, almost like a brother for me, because I never actually had a brother. So he kind of got me into it, I'd say. Like we went and played my grandpa's 80th birthday party. We played, and I'd only been playing for about a month, so it was really nerve-wracking, but we played in front of my entire family. So that was kind of like what got me. Like, there was just so much adrenaline, and I just loved it. It was so fun. Yeah.
At least with family, you can like, if you get made fun of, it's not like gonna boo, get off the stage. That kind of
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. Helps with the confidence for sure.
Yeah, totally. And you said you were like, what age? I didn't hear you exactly.
So I think I was probably
16
when I was about 16 when I actually played in front of my grandparents. But when I first got the guitar, I was probably 13, and now I'm 19. Okay. So,
well, yeah, we're the same age, so yeah. But like, I was kind of ask about Gus, because I know you guys probably stayed professionally, started around the same time. But so he was basically he was kind of what like you looked up to him, and I get that, and like he kind of helped you be bigger in a way.
Oh, for sure. Like, he definitely motivated me. Like even at the start, he was obviously like a lot better than me at the start. So it was just kind of like you get to a certain point in guitar where you can kind of like play with somebody else, and that's kind of like a really fun part where you can kind of just like work off of each other. And I was just like desperately trying to get to that point, and I was playing like every day just trying to get better. And then when I finally got to that point, it was like kind of a big feeling that I gotta like, play with this, one of my closest friends. It's like fun.
Music itself, do you think it was like do you think it's just like making the project, it's like when you like you're humming into like your phone or whatever, and it's like and then like
Yeah.
this whole thing aspires, or do you and like, or do you think it's like the actual playing itself? Because like because like I've gotten into music lately, all these interviews have kind of, I don't want to say aspired, but it's kind of like, hey, I'll make something here and there, but then like do you think like do you think that's kind of what it is for you, or what exactly do you love about music?
Well, obviously, it's kind of been like, I mean, everybody listens to music, but I'd say more about 5 years ago, I got just like really heavy into just all types of music. But then specifically when I started listening to this guy named Tyler Childers, who I'm sure you've kind of heard of, but
Yeah, Gus
Tyler
told me
Childers
about
and like
him.
Zach Bryan, it's like just country music, and it was like the idea that I could like play what they were playing in a song. Like I just thought that was so cool. So I felt like that was kind of like my first big like inspiration. I was like, wow, this is like cool being able to like mimic this song basically. And then from there, it's like, if these like random guys are becoming famous writing their own music, why can't I do that?
What point did you think like forgive me if you already said, because I know you said something about Gus, but when professional, like you tried to, because like I mean, if you've been playing at bars, like you and Gus have been both playing at bars, you then individually playing for yourself, and like I've seen you several times. I do think you have talent. So
Yeah.
like what do you think like really began that professionalism?
Well, I would say Andy was obviously a big like inspiration. Brother, you've gotten to see Brother Trucker a bunch of times, and they're just so
Several times.
awesome. Like, yeah. So it's just such like a great like just brings people together. So I was like, if I can like, bring all my friends together, and obviously like you and my family and everybody, it's just like it's so fun. Like having seeing everybody come out and just have a big community thing. So I would say the moment that really like I did it, I've been talking about it for a long time, and I told Andy that my ultimate goal with starting to play guitar was that to do a gig. So I know you've come to watch me at this place called Chiba Hut. I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah, good food, pizza, burger, or
Yeah,
something like that.
yeah. So I remember walking into that place, and I was just like telling myself all day, like, I'm just gonna go do this. Like, I'm just gonna go ask, because the worst that they can say is no. So I had this flyer, and it was kind of shitty, whatever. And I went up and I handed it to this lady, and I was like, I'm trying to start playing live music. Do you think, if there's any way, I'd play for free, whatever. And this lady was so nice. Her name was Coop. I don't think she works there any longer, but
Maybe I
she
don't
was
know.
like, yeah, she was just like, I'm so like amazed that you just come in here and ask for it. So yeah, we're gonna let you play. And I remember that first gig, they said it was the biggest gig that they'd ever had, like the most money that they'd made from a single gig.
Was
So
it just
I
family and
just
friends, or who all came?
yeah, right. Yeah, and there was other random people that came too. It was just awesome. Like I just felt so like loved in that moment, you know what I mean? Because just so many people showed out for me, and it was just like a really cool, like, wow, this is like awesome. So I would say that was the moment that got me like really hooked, is that first gig.
Would you say it was kind of like the size of my grad party, or smaller, or what size do you think it was? Because you remember what it was like. I know you came late, but
Yeah.
like there was a bunch of people there.
I think in total, you know, probably throughout, probably 100 people came through,
Okay, so that's pretty big.
and not all. I probably knew, 30 of them. So there was a lot of other random people coming in, and I was just like very appreciative that people spent time out of their day to come watch me play. Yeah, it's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
yeah, and I do think like I wasn't just doing that to hype you up. I'm not that nice, but I do think you do have some like you at least know how to play. You can at least shoot the shit. So I at least
Yeah,
think that's a good decent talent.
yeah,
There's the people who think they can sing, and there's people who actually can get people to show up for the most part.
yeah.
But
Well, I
yeah,
appreciate that.
you obviously know the XPK is right in Des Moines. I
Yep.
was gonna say, have you? I don't know if like they need a band, but have you ever considered playing there? Because like a lot of like good musicians in Des Moines play there.
Me and Gus went to this bar downtown. It's called the Greenwood, and I don't know if you've heard of that,
Yeah, of
but it
course.
was more like it was a bluesy bar, and that was really cool. So I don't know. I've been like trying to go see as many different like random places. And Iowa City, when I was up there, that was really cool. There's a bunch of like they're big on jazz in Iowa City. Excuse me. Um, so that was cool. I went with a bunch of buddies at the beginning of the year because that was another thing that kind of like kept me playing music in college was almost all my friends are like very musically inclined in college and they're all like trying to learn more and go see a bunch of different musicians. So I thought that was like really cool. Just I love just watching music and just people like playing. I just think it's like the coolest thing. I haven't really like met a bunch of people. Not that I can like necessarily remember. Probably nobody that you would know at college, but there's this thing. One of my friends played in this thing called School of Rock, which is like obviously it's the movie, but it's this like thing
It's
in
like
Chicago, and they
it's a
went
program, yeah.
yeah, and they went and played Rolling Loud. That's like the big. It's like a really big music festival over the summer. So they went and played that, and like I don't know, he's toured all over the world playing guitar and stuff. So that's pretty cool.
Do you know a guy named Brezen? Because I think he might go to your university.
What's his name?
Brezen? I don't know. Like I talked to him, and like I know there's like I know like it's probably a big university. It's probably like the smallest chance you would even know him. But like I just thought, what's the chances? I think he goes to your school, mate. But
Yeah, I don't think
blonde
it
hair.
sounds kind of familiar. I'm sure there's multiple Brevins, but I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, but like, what between classes? Like, I know your dad said you were trying to, but forgive me. Like, what are you exactly going for? Because I believe he said that you were doing something in marketing.
I'm in finance and entrepreneurship right now. Yeah.
Okay, how do you try to like? I've heard that you don't really like at least during college and like you. What are you a sophomore, junior?
No, I'm just going into my sophomore year. Yeah.
Okay, got it. Okay, because like I'm assuming you don't really do music as much as more like maybe on the weekends type thing.
Yeah, so I didn't really play any gigs in Iowa City because it's like I don't know. I was just trying to get acclimated to the climate, and it was just like it's very competitive up there to try and find gigs. Like there's a lot of musicians always trying to play there. So I didn't even really try, and I don't know. This year coming up, I definitely will, but I've kind of found that I don't really like playing like in the like super loud type of bars because the truth is nobody's really watching you. They're just kind of like whatever. Um, and I don't, like I understand if people aren't watching, but it's also like when the talking is louder than you're singing, then it's kind of like
Don't be a dick.
hard to play. Yeah.
Are you trying to be more like on social media, or do you like when we post like on your stories and like, hey, there's a show coming up?
Yeah. So the only place I've really posted on as far as like show wise, it would be Facebook. But then obviously I post like, videos on TikTok, which has kind of been like that was another big step for me. I feel like I don't know, because just not really everybody from my school knew that I was doing that, so it was kind of like obviously kind of nerve wracking, like showing that something that I'm passionate about that might not be like obviously it's a little out there. So
For TikTok, that's kind of like I knew you played, but like when you pulled up on my For You, I actually like could see your like what you could do on your strings and like stuff and all that jazz. But like,
yeah,
but like, do you think you've gained traction on like social media and TikTok and all that? Because like, I know there's other stuff like YouTube and Instagram, but like from what I've seen, that's kind of like where you've grown action probably.
yeah, and I kind of also post on TikTok as a like on my flyer that I hand to like bars and whatever that I'm playing at. It has my TikTok link to it, so I feel like it's just like I was more doing it as a good representation of like kind of what I can do, and just show some of the songs that I can play and whatever. And it's not like taking off like really like a lot at all, but it's like it's just a fun thing that I like doing. Showing something that I'm passionate about.
Do you think you're gonna be one of those people who like because there's those people who like do like 10 different videos showing like 15 snippets of their song, like they're kind of but like they're those people like bands and stuff. Do you think you'd ever be that person, or do you think you just do it for like just the shits and giggles?
Yeah, I'm more of the shits and giggles because I know people who like really want to get after it and they'll post like 3 to 5 videos a day, which is kind of like what you're supposed to do if you really want to blow up. But I don't know. I don't envision myself like I probably don't envision myself being like only a solely like a soul musician. You know what I mean? Like for the rest of my life. I mean, I obviously want. I just want to keep it as a part of my life forever. But
kind of like Brother Trucker.
Yeah, right. Like they all have day jobs, but they come together and they're still like an awesome band. Yeah.
Sort of like what you were saying. Like I only post like but like I decided for like TikTok I've only posted like the funny bits, so like I can and it's done decent, so it can technically work. It's only if you like do the if you just post like little bits here and there. So
Yeah, for sure. That's a good point.
I mean, we talked a little bit like how's college been lately?
I honestly like. I kind of feel like college is a time when you can kind of reinvent yourself for sure.
Yeah.
And like high school, it was like I don't know. I liked high school, but I also like I kind of felt forced to hang out with people that I necessarily like didn't really want to just to kind of fit in, I guess. But college was like just a way for me to get out of my comfort zone. And the thing was, I had a choice whether to go to Iowa or Iowa State, and because Iowa State had about 90% of all my like close friends went to Iowa State. So it was kind of like tough for me to just decide like, yeah, I'm going to go to Iowa. But I also knew that I was going to continue to be friends with those people and I wanted to get out of my comfort zone and make new friends. And I would just say for anybody who's like going into college, like the first week of college was like the most important thing for me because it was like you just got to get out of your comfort zone as much as possible and like be as what's the word? Just out there. Like you just need to talk to everybody. Like you just need to be outgoing as possible,
Like
and talk to everybody. Otherwise, you're just kind of going to be like people just get like friend groups so fast. I feel like, and otherwise you just kind of get screwed. And then other than that, I met my girlfriend at college, so that's
yeah.
been really good. Um, I don't know. I would say college has its ups and downs for sure. Like there's times where it's like you miss home and like you're sad that your like high school friends aren't there and whatever. And then there's times where like the freedom is just so awesome and you just love it. Like it's just there's ups and downs and it's just like living by yourself is a whole new thing. So yeah.
Is homesickness real? Because like I don't think I could actually do that. Like I mean, like
Honestly,
I like my parents, obviously, but like I mean, I want to move out when like at least in the next year or two if I can.
yeah, I would say it is honestly. I was like not expecting it. But after about week 3, I was like, I kind of want to see my parents, honestly, which is kind of interesting. Yeah, yeah,
You didn't
I wouldn't
expect
have
that.
thought, but it's like, I don't know, it's different. Yeah, for sure.
How'd you pull your girlfriend? Because respect.
So the story of that was, we met like the very first day of college, and she was just walking in the hallway, and I was like, holy crap, that's like hottest girl I've ever seen. So
So
then
literally a
she
high
just
school movie cliche.
oh my god, yeah, it was literally like that. And then she just came up to my dorm and like walked around it and was like, I don't know. She was kind of like making fun of me, so then I was like, all right, whatever. And then I was like, there's definitely gonna be nothing that happens to that. So then I asked her for a snap, and then after like a couple days of talking, we ended up like going to the gym together, and then we had a study date. I don't know. It was just like it's such a cliche thing, but yeah, it was like
Yeah.
yeah, it was fun.
That sounds exactly what you would hear in like a high school movie, like like
Yeah, it's like High School
the
Musical,
girl
bro.
walks down. Well, not High School Musical, but like one of those Netflix, like you see like on Netflix and like How I
Yeah,
Met the Boys or whatever that was called. That just kind of reminds me of that. Yeah.
yeah.
But it's going on for like probably a year now, probably.
Well, yeah, we've been talking for about a year. Yeah.
Kind of music would you say you like? Because me and Andy, me and Mike, like we all kind of like agreed that like we like whatever sounds good, pretty much.
So I would say at the start, I was really big into rap. Might get canceled for this, but I was a very big Kanye West fan for like 3 years. Um,
I mean, there's probably a
and
lot
that was
going
about
on, but I don't pay attention. So
yeah. I think he like I don't know whatever, but he was like the only person I listened to for like 3 years, and then I
like,
decided recently I would say I've been listening to the Grateful Dead more than anything.
yeah,
Um,
great band.
really big into Dire Straits, Eric Clapton. I don't know. I've been watching like since I've gotten into guitar, especially electric guitar. Like I listen to more music that kind of like pertains to that. So like amazing guitar players, like obviously like Jimi Hendrix, Eric Clapton, Mark Knopfler of Dire Straits, like all those people. It's like I'll watch like YouTube videos of them playing, and then it's just like amazing. Like I don't even know how like people end up getting that good at guitar. So, and I feel like that kind of reflects in their music. So, I like. I would say, yeah. Recently, it's definitely been just honestly just Grateful Dead, really a lot. And then today, I guess I was listening to house music.
What would you say like your childhood and growing up along the years were? Because like I mean I don't think I really like I knew it, but like I don't think I really knew your life like as a close up view until like I'd say maybe early high school years. You know my year
Yeah,
my and like I don't know like what would you because like your mom she told me she's not even really a citizen. I can cut that out, but like I like
she's not a citizen yet. She's not. Obviously, she's not like an illegal immigrant, but she's not. She hasn't got her citizenship yet.
yeah she told
I
me
think she's
she's getting her
working
green
towards that.
card or something. She only has a green card right now or something.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think she's working towards her citizenship. Well, I would say my childhood. I don't know. I obviously have very loving parents, and that's something that I've been very grateful for. Obviously, I would say my mom's definitely more of the nice cop, and my dad's more of the mean cop. Um,
I can get on that.
yeah. So I mean, like you obviously know your dad. I would say our dads are pretty similar because they've been close friends for a long time.
I think
Obviously,
it's
my dad's
reversed in the
been
other way.
yeah, yeah. I don't know. I would say obviously a lot of loving childhood. When my dad got a new job and started working more, it definitely kind of changed a little bit. I kind of had to like, I don't know, I would say fend for myself a little bit more. But it's just like, it was a good move because it kind of made me grow up for sure. But I don't know. I've always had a very loving family. So
And not that like riches or anything, but like I know that like when I thought Scott and Saber were the rich family because like I'm used to going to their pool, we're always like as their Scott and the forfeit. But then I remember like when I was 12, 13, you gave me a birthday present. Your dad forced you or something to like give you out of this whole junk. Okay, just give him something from your closet, like when it was my birthday or something. And like I was over at your house playing like playing like squirt bottle or whatever. You know what I mean? Like I just
yeah,
remember like seeing this whole big ass yard and like okay, so this is what it's really like.
yeah. So funny story about our house. So like during the 2008 crisis, our house got foreclosed.
Oof.
Like not when we were living here, but the people before us had their house like basically taken from the bank, and so we got like I don't know a really good deal on this house. So it's obviously like a huge house. It was way too much for us, but I don't know because my parents like had to work for kind of everything because I don't know they were broke like 90% of their life, and my dad just like worked his ass off. Same with my mom, but then when my mom became stay at home mom, like yeah, my dad just worked his ass off. So
Yeah.
yeah,
So something basically this generation can understand. Being
yeah,
broke and all.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't know why, but I get this vibe that you did sports for some reason. Like you give me a mix of Harry Potter and the sports guy.
Nice. I like that.
Like you were
Um,
doing Quidditch or something.
Quidditch. Nice.
It's like his
Yeah.
glasses maybe.
I obviously I played football a lot when I was like really young. I played every sport when I was little, but more in high school. I did basketball freshman and sophomore year, which I was like, I don't know, it was a little bit too political for me, like just the way that the teams were being put together and whatever. Like, there's just a lot of politics that go into it with like
Like
kids,
race
like
or how do you mean?
no, not even race. It's more like kids just getting special treatment because they're like sucking up to the coach or like paying the coach or they've been part of the program for like ever. It's just like that's kind of the parts that I didn't like of it. And then my friend had been playing volleyball since when he was little. So I ended up doing volleyball and I love that. Like volleyball was so fun because it was like there wasn't this pressure of like performing and it was just kind of like something fun where I could just go hang out with like make new friends, hang out with my friend and just like basically just have a good time and whatever, still be active. So I like that a lot.
Do you play any sports today, or is it more just like school and like whenever you just like? Because I know you play basketball. Like I obviously the last time we really like talked in my party was like I saw a few years back. I saw you like shooting the hoop, saying, "Hey, don't sprain your wrist or whatever when you like broke it or something."
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Um I girls at college, so just like the sports through the college, which has
Mhm.
been really fun. Like we did basketball and volleyball and pickleball and like all sorts of stuff. So I just try and get like as involved as possible in sports at college because it's like that's the part of the sport that I love. It's like there's no pressure to like compete that much, but it's still competitive and it's just like you're just having a good time.
You've only done it for like maybe a couple of years, like 3, 4 years, something like that. But like, have you made any funny
Mhm.
stories? I mean, have like I always kind of like to ask, as any bands had any funny stories? You know, just something that's happened.
Well, I remember oh god. I remember this one lady got really drunk at my show and she said that if I played this certain I think it was Ring of Fire, if I played Ring of Fire, then she would restate her wedding vows with her husband in front of the entire crowd.
Did you do it?
I think yeah, I did. She was pretty drunk. Yeah, that was it was pretty funny. That was like it was always drunk people. That's always the funniest thing because they're always just like saying something that they'll probably forget.
Is that it? Just the only thing.
I don't know. More just like cute stories. Like there was this little girl who came up and tried to take money out of my tip jar one time. That was
Oof.
really like, but she was like literally like 2 years old, so that was really cute. So we got a picture with her, and then I don't know. I'm just trying to think if I remember anything, I'll let you know.
No, that's
Yeah,
fine. I'm just trying to bring the like the Henry out. Like I'm not saying like obviously it's my job to interview you, but I'm trying to think of
yeah,
ways to like not get one word. No offense.
that's fair.
But yeah, but like, is there any unless there's anything I don't know like as since this I'm assuming this is probably your like first interview. What we're doing like what is anything has there been anything like in the future you'd want to talk about? Because like I'm totally down to have you on if you just want to talk shits and giggles either way.
Oh, interesting.
Because like I'm not
That's
trying to
actually a
get
really good
personal,
question.
but I want to like get into
I don't know. Honestly, that's a good question. Maybe just like, I mean, are you big into fishing at all?
I'm not really an
Yeah. So,
outdoors guy, but I try to do it more in days. You know what I mean?
yeah. No, that's fair. I would say that's kind of been like my whole life. That's kind of been like the passion for me. Like before music, I was literally like, if you ever watch those YouTube videos, but I used to plug, I
Yeah,
don't know if you remember that. Yeah. So
yeah,
that
I
was
saw that.
like, oh my god, those were the days. I literally like I remember being just so into it. Like I literally like that was my first kind of time. I remember like begging my mom to like let me get Instagram so I could start posting pictures of like me catching fish and
Weren't you
stuff.
like
And
12?
no, I would have been like 13. Yeah, I probably would have been like 12 or 13.
Because
I
we
guess it
weren't
was
really
during
older,
COVID.
but we were younger and like in the middle kind of area.
Yeah, it was like COVID. It was like right during COVID, which is insane that was like
22, I believe.
6 years ago. I feel
Okay.
old. I honestly like since I turned 19, I really do like feel like kind of old. Like I don't know. I was giving the example of somebody that like when people are talking about like I don't know, like especially like track. I've been hearing a lot about that recently. How kids are like breaking all these records, and I always used to think like, oh, that's crazy that kid's the same age as me, and then now those kids are like 3 years younger than me. I'm like, holy shit, I feel like old as shit.
I feel that way now that actually have turned 19 because like I felt this way since I'm 18. I'm like, okay, so when is the end of life? Because I feel old as hell. Like just
I
in general.
know.
Like you don't even
Yeah,
have to do anything. I just feel like, okay, where'd the last 18 years go?
yeah, I feel like
Yeah.
really.
And then
Um,
people always tell me, you have like 20 more years until you have to feel this way. Shut up. So,
yeah. I hate when people like as soon as I started my job, they were like, "Oh yeah, this is what the next 40 years of your life are going to look like." I'm like, "I don't want to do that. It sucks."
I don't want to have to wait for the next. I don't want to have to slightly enjoy the weekend and then come back to die.
Yeah, no. I don't know. I've like enjoyed work, but I also like it's such a grind. Like I'm just like really just exhausted at the end of the day cuz I'm just sitting in front of like a computer screen like plugging in data like all day or like taking notes. It's just like just
Oh,
so
is that what
like
you do? Are you like an analysis guy?
kind of. I'm like different stuff. I'm just like the intern, but they have me doing like note taking and like data input
Oh,
and
got
all
it.
sorts of different stuff. It's just like I don't know. It's
I
it's kind of
yeah
mindless, but
yeah. if you're doing, as long as it's decent, like, I know I'm probably gonna sound really lazy, but I just quit like I quit the same. I got back with my first job. Like I had my freshman year, and I quit it because I was like, nah, fuck this, I'm out. I'm not staying
Yeah,
here
no, that's fair.
because like I
Didn't
hated
you
some.
didn't you work for PBS too, or like
Yeah, that
intern
was
with
an
them at all?
internship in my junior year.
Yeah, because do you remember a lady named Shelley Bailey at all?
Yeah, she was. I don't remember her per se, but I remember like wasn't she the person I like? She interviewed. Like she was like the ahead. Your dad got me the internship per se.
Yeah, because so that's like one of my best friend's mom. So it's just
Oh,
kind of funny. Like, how was that? Like, how was the PBS thing?
honestly, the lady or the job? You said I couldn't hear you.
The job.
Oh yeah, it was sweet. Really good ride. Like it. When you have to wake up at like 8 a.m., that was the sucky part. But you got over it when you woke up. So
Yeah, you just kind of
yeah. But
force
like
yourself out of bed.
yeah, just I know when you're like actually passionate about the job, that's like yeah, shit, get me there. I'm like I've interviewed I've interviewed Cameron someone I can't remember his last name, but Cameron and Karen Shaver. So I don't know if you
Okay.
know them, but I know I had them both on my show.
How many people have you interviewed now, up to this point?
That altogether probably
Yeah.
90. 90. Guess probably
Wow, that's actually impressive.
or like in 90 episodes, I guess, because like if you want to combine the ones I've had together, that'd probably be like 79. You get what I mean.
Yeah. What's your show's name?
Tired to know about podcast.
That's awesome.
3 hours later.
I know you and Gus gave me an attitude when I was after I tried looking. You were being a dick to me for some reason at the park.
How?
You said, "Oh, I don't know," but like I just think it's funny because like Gus said, "You, Claire said you were looking for us," in like a snotty attitude. I think it's funny looking now. Like I was like, "Okay, shut the fuck up,"
Hmm.
because like I was like, "Where the
Yeah.
fuck did you go? Did you go smoke some weed or something?" Like I just didn't know where the hell you went. It's like a round circle. You can't really go far.
No, we are just hanging out. I don't
Yeah,
remember.
that's what I
I don't
figured either
remember
way.
too.
But yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I think I need to get a girl and then I can finally like enchant I can find this little inner circle of like what the fuck am I missing?
Of having a girlfriend.
I've had one, but that didn't go well, so I'm not gonna talk about that.
Yeah, I feel
Yeah.
like they generally don't go well unless you find a really good one.
Yeah.
All my past ones have not gone well, so that's fair.
How many have you had? Like, I'm not gonna say not gonna say you're like a playboy, but like I don't assume you've had more than 3 at most.
Yeah, I would say I think actual girlfriends I've had three, but I've like talking stages, I don't know, probably like 20.
I think I just try to like I don't want to do a talking stage. We just I know it's not that simple, but just like we talk and
Yeah.
if I'm just like I'm just gonna have a random conversation. It's not gonna like talking stage if that's simple.
No, I know what you mean. It's like it's a pain in the ass trying to get to know somebody when it's just like you don't know if you're actually gonna like them or not. It's just like
If it's just gonna be a regular conversation, how's life, and then we'll just pretend you know what I mean. Just some in my mind at
no,
least
yeah,
that's how it goes.
yeah. I don't know. It's kind of like what's been your most popular episode of your show so far?
That I haven't watched multiple times. I would uh probably the Amish taxi driver or the ex cam girl.
I'll have to watch X Cam Girl.
Well, okay, she used to be a cam girl. I talked with them on their movie, and then I got to interview them separately on their lives. And she used to be like a cam girl.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's unreal. You see, I have to go watch the
you.
fucking Amish taxi driver guy. That would
I could
be
text you the link if you actually want to see the.
yeah,
We
that's
have it on
funny.
Spotify as well.
How the hell does that work?
What uploading?
No, freaking being Amish and driving a car.
She's not Amish. She drives the Amish around,
There you go. Yeah,
and
that
that was
makes more
like
sense.
6 years ago. So, you know,
That's
watch the
still
whole thing.
interesting.
You'll understand.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when am I gonna meet the lucky girl? Because like I don't. I met Claire, but like I've literally the only way I saw her was like I followed her just this afternoon on like Instagram. Not to sound
Um,
stockish, but you know what I mean.
No, she lives in Bettendorf, so she's like far away. So that's why you probably haven't seen her. That's why I haven't taken her to anything because she like lives 3 hours away. So it's like
Not
she's
even during college, just like even bring her to like one of the Andy Fleming shows or whatever.
well, I mean, I didn't really come back. I didn't have my car at college, so I didn't really have any way to like drive back.
Okay, there, yeah. I don't have a car my
Um,
whole life, so I understand what you mean.
nah, it's fair. It's kind
Yeah.
of like I really like from having a car like all of high school because I bought my car like junior year. I don't know. I saved up and bought like a crappy Toyota Highlander, and then um, but like it's not nice enough to drive to Iowa City and back. Like I would be worried that it would just fall apart on the way
Is it
there.
just like a towny kind of thing?
Yeah, it has like 250,000 miles on it, and it's like a 2007. So
Yeah. I just need to get my license and I actually can drive. That's my only issue right now. I just need to get my damn
have you done
license.
driver's ed yet?
Oh yeah, that guy was an asshole. I didn't. I failed that. He thought I was
No,
messing around. I get people do probably, but like, I'm not fucking messing around. I don't want to die. Why would I mess around in a damn car?
no, that's so dumb. My teacher was really nice. Like my friend, like obviously failed. Like he literally like ran a red light, and she still like let him pass. And I was like,
Okay, that's really sad if you fail and that's your teacher.
yeah, no, I was thankful she just let him pass, but I don't
Oh,
know. My
she let
teacher
him
was
pass.
chill. No, yeah, because it was like, um, I don't know. A lot of my friends had driving with cops, and they all hated it, and they thought like that they were just like dicks, and they just didn't pass anybody.
Yeah.
Mm-mm-mm.
Yeah. So,
What's been your favorite interview? You think?
didn't you just ask me this?
No, I asked you what your most popular one was.
I don't know. Probably. Probably I don't know. Probably like hence. I don't know. I like the music ones. I've kind of become a music guy, but I would say probably the. You're probably gonna want me to say yours, don't you? But no, probably Ken said or Dirty
Oh,
Blonde. I like them. They seem chill guys.
what type of music does Dirty Blonde make?
Like I don't know, like a reggae Dirty Blonde. I mean, like a reggae indie
Yeah,
kind of. They're
I do
yeah.
kind of remember you. I'll need to listen to them because I do remember
You
you mentioning that it was
you
like kind of
asked me
reggae
about
thing.
them. Like I post like a
Yeah,
funny
I did.
little bit. Yeah.
No, I
Post a
need
little
to
bit
actually.
once in a while, and just I know you asked me at the party.
Yeah, I do remember that now. How was your grad party? Did you like it a lot?
Like I made a racket full of cash, so that was nice. Thank you,
Oh
everybody.
yeah, that's literally that was the best part. Just like, and the checks will keep coming in for a while too. Like it's just
I
like,
think I'm at the
yeah,
end point, but I got like a $50 check just today, so I'd say it's pretty nice.
yeah, dude. I was getting checks like literally at the beginning of like college, just like randomly. People were just sending me like, "Oh, I forgot to send you money for
Got
your
it.
grad party."
It was nice because my birthday was like a week and a half later.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I got a T-shirt today. I don't know if that's for graduation or if that was my birthday, but I got a second T-shirt of the same kind.
Nice,
Like it
sweet.
was like a dinosaur with like a sombrero, like a Mexican hat. They were
Yeah,
legit like the
sombrero. Yeah,
yeah. Is that what that's called? I think it was. Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, but anyways, I don't know. I'm trying to unless that's basically it. I'm at like 10 minutes left on the timer, but unless there's anything else you want to talk about, I was gonna say like, what were your opinions on my short film? Because like I know we did like I know you were an actor and you did I don't know for a first time actor you did pretty decent.
You no, I thought it was pretty awesome. I thought it
Yeah.
was, if I'm remembering right, was the ending that it was like all kind of a dream, right?
No, but well, yeah, but like I had to bullshit something really fast because like I looked it up and I was like, okay, so we have to make it a kid film. Like, we got to make it somehow a kid film. So I was like, so we're just going to pretend it's like a Toy Story type thing where like the guy was never real and like he was a dead guy. You know what I mean? Like he died in the car accident
Yeah.
or something.
I almost forgot that you were gone.
No, I remember it. I kind of remember it well. I thought the acting portion of it was fun. Like I've never done anything like that, so it's kind of just fun, like
Yeah.
just doing a bunch of random shit in the park.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah, I know that. Like, I think that was gonna be the park we were gonna do it today, but then, but then it's getting dark right now, so I'm kind of glad we stayed inside.
Yeah, it's been like pouring raining, so I'm guessing it
Oh, it
wouldn't have worked
has.
out.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh. Well, I was gonna say, like, if I know I'm not gonna do it this year, and obviously couldn't do it last year, but I'm totally down to have you back if you're ever, I could keep asking if you're ever interested.
Oh yeah. It's just like I don't know. The issue is
College.
just when I'm like at college, it's just hard.
No, I get it. And plus, you have to probably go 2 hours there and back.
Yeah, it is too. But I mean, I had a good time.
Yeah, thank you for coming on. Unless there's anything you else want to talk about, totally down to have you back on. And yeah, that's
Sure.
about it.
That was awesome, man. Thank you. Thanks for having me on. That was a good time.
Yeah, I have this thing. If you I give 15 seconds for each guest. If you want to share out a social website, yada yada. You get the gist when I say go.
Okay. Sure.
3, 2, go.
At Henry Rosener on Instagram and TikTok, and that's all we get. That's all I need.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Oh shit. Hey, okay, well, all right. Well, I'm gonna let you go. Hit me up. You're going. Are you going to Andy Fleming show tomorrow? I know there's like. Are you gonna go? Are you in college? I know it's the summertime, so I didn't know.
Wait, what time? He has a show tomorrow.
I saw these like he had to cancel the last one, so I saw on Facebook they're doing a new one. Maybe they're gonna cancel it. I don't know. It's I don't know where it's at,
Oh,
but I
but
know they're on
he just had
Facebook.
surgery today. That's interesting. I
So
wouldn't think
maybe
he'd be
he's
able to
got.
play.
Maybe he's just a starving artist. Maybe he just really likes to play.
Maybe that would be pretty awesome.
If I can get a ride, I might check that out. I don't know.
Okay,
Yeah.
awesome. Well, thanks for having me on, man. I appreciate
Yeah,
it.
no, I'll send you a link when it's out, or I'll tag you or something. Guys, thank you guys for checking this episode out with Henry Rosener. And if you want to have him back on, please subscribe. We're down to have him back on, but thank you for your support. And enjoy some music by Henry Rosener. Go check all his socials out. They're down in the description. And later, Gators. Have a good whatever day it is. Peace.
I can't move on, baby doll. Waiting on calls, flipping through station. I'm outclassed, it's outrageous. I take